So I've been going around the auctions today speaking to other traders, and basically there is one word on everyone's lips: Cazoo. Cazoo, Cazoo. What has happened to Cazoo? This video is sponsored by VehicleScore. VehicleScore is a free vehicle checking service which you can visit by going to vehiclescore.co.uk. Simply type in your registration number to get your free unique score. Your score is unique to your vehicle and you can compare it to the vehicles in VehicleScore's database. It uses information such as the MOT and mileage history, but also gives you lots of free information as well about your vehicle, whether that's information on the vehicle data itself, estimated valuation, gives you an estimated lifespan of the car, gives you all the mileage history, all the MOT history. It gives you lots of free information, and if you want more you can get more because VehicleScore offers some of the most comprehensive checks out there. Their checks will make sure your vehicle has never been involved in an accident, never been recorded on an insurance database, whether a Cat N or a Cat S, has never been a unrecorded write-off. That's where the vehicle has gone through a salvage auction and may have been sold without you knowing that it's been previously damaged. It also checks to make sure the vehicle has got no outstanding finance on it, make sure it hasn't been used as a taxi, imported or exported. The checks are some of the best value you'll find out there, and best of all, you get a discount for being a Car UK viewer. Simply type in Car UK 20 to any of those paid checks and you will get 20% off. But remember guys, the basic service is completely free, so simply go to vehiclescore.co.uk and give them a try. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick video on the big news which is everyone's talking about in the trade at the moment, which is that the news that Cazoo has made a massive decision to walk away from the used car market and effectively become a sort of marketing platform, if you like, a sort of rival towards Auto Trader and Motors.co.uk and eBay Motors. Now the news came from the New York Stock Exchange where Cazoo is listed on Wednesday dinner time, basically saying that they were effectively leaving the used car market with immediate effect. They're going to start basically winding down operations, getting rid of vehicles, and then look to basically become a new sort of marketing platform. I quickly read a very interesting article from Car Dealer Magazine, which gives a little bit more explanation about what has happened. So full credit to this one goes to Car Dealer Magazine and to the author James Baggett. Headline reads that Cazoo plans to end the sale of used car sales and become an online advertising marketplace to rival the likes of Auto Trader and Motors. In a bombshell announcement to investors today, as in yesterday, Cazoo said it will be transitioning to a pure play automotive marketplace. The used car dealer said it will be unwinding its stock from today and selling it via retail and wholesale channels. Effectively, it's going to just retail off whatever is probably in the pipeline. It's going to retail deals, it will probably honour those, and then anything else they'll probably just get into marketplace, i.e. the auctions, etc., and get those vehicles gone. So there's going to be a massive flood of vehicles coming online as well, which is going to be interesting. Now I'm not sure of the inventory that they've got, but they've got quite a lot of cars. That is certainly going to make a mark in the marketplace. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with prices over the next few months, while Cazoo are basically dumping all their stock to get some liquidity back. Now, this announcement follows a shake-up of the board and founder of former CEO Alex Chesterman's departure in December when the financially troubled company restructured its debt deal that saw $630 million of borrowing converted to $200 million. So basically it had a recent write-down. Effectively, investors having to write down the debt that they owed to the company to try and keep it going. And Cazoo recently was asking for further investment. And I just don't think it was going to be forthcoming. I think the writing was literally on the wall for them. And I think they probably tested the water and realised that they're not going to get any further investment on this platform. It's not working. There's a used car sales site. It's not profitable. And although people actually have used it, actually quite favourable of Cazoo, the reality is it's just not financially viable to run as a structure, and I don't think it's the first sort of online platform we'll see go bust in this way. Now, it is worth mentioning as well, there's going to be a lot of redundancies from this, so obviously that is always worth mentioning. There's a lot of people in the background, so on that side of the business, so the valeters and the mechanics, etc., and the salespeople, and obviously the people dealing with the day-to-day of the users at sales itself, they're obviously going to lose their jobs. That's a real shame. Obviously, no one wants to see people lose their jobs, but it was just the reality that this firm and the way it was running, the structures and the debts it was piling up and the losses were just not going to be sustainable. Now, what is a little bit of a shock is the decision to move really from being a used car dealership overnight to a marketing platform, which is where now the business is going to focus, becoming a sort of online digital platform for dealers to sell cars on, which is quite ironic because remember, the guy who set this company up, Mr. Chesterman, was pretty critical of motor dealers. In fact, Mr. Chesterman, when he opened Cazoo, said this about the used car traders in general. He said that the traditional methods of selling cars was flawed on every level, and also lambasted dealers for offering 7-minute test drives and claimed buying a car from a dealership was inconvenient. which in hindsight was probably not the wisest things to say. Now that's for two reasons. The first one being that the business actually failed and the idea was actually rubbish and as an investment opportunity. And secondly, the business, this new Cazoo business, which is going to be a marketing rival to the likes of Auto Trader, now needs people like me or other dealers to use their platform in order for them to succeed. So i.e. they want to take on Auto Trader, they want to be getting dealers' cars on that platform and basically using their sort of marketplace, if you like, their name, their branding from that, their customer base to effectively help with the facilitation of sales going forward. Now that's great, but when you've really just basically stuck two fingers up to the rest of the motor trade, I don't think people are going to be very forthcoming. And then there is the mammoth task that is ahead, taking on Auto Trader. But let's just take one step back for a moment. Just think about why they've led to this decision. Why not just wind the company up if the writing is on the wall? Well, probably because really they've actually still got some money left in the business, and rather than just basically run out of money and basically sort of run the clock down, if you like, there's still maybe a chance, albeit a very slim one in my view, they might be able to try and save something from this, maybe a rising phoenix, if you like, whatever you want to call it. If you've still got some money in the business, get some liquidity back, but bear in mind most of this money is probably investors' money they're using. They could still potentially make something of the business and rival the likes of Auto Trader and other platforms like it. Now, I think that is unlikely. They do have a brand which is well recognised and known. They do have a large customer base, and obviously the sort of digital platform and the sort of IT and tech behind it obviously works. They've had a massive customer base and produced a lot of sales. It's just the operations of supporting and running that business just do not work. They cannot make it work on the bottom line. Hence why they've had so many losses over the last few years, and that's including during the most busiest part I've ever seen in the used car game. So it seems to be a last chance saloon for Cazoo. Maybe they're trying to get some further investment behind this model, and maybe with what they've got left and what they've built up already, they might be able to take on Auto Trader. Auto Trader in the UK really is the #1 platform for selling cars. I know this is a phrase that gets used by like Warren Buffett, but it is absolutely spot on. That company really, to me, is like got a bit of a moat round it. What it means is basically it's one of those brands where effectively it's so strong in the sector that really nothing can dislodge it. There is nothing really like it, and there's not really anyone else who's able to compete with it. Think of it sort of like as McDonald's, if you like, or Coca-Cola. In the Auto Trader in the UK in this sector is #1, and there hasn't been, like I said, anything come close to try and toppling it. Certainly not in my last 20 years that I've ever seen. They are needed. The dealers don't like using the platform because of the cost of it, but the reality is Auto Trader sells cars. Now I'm lucky not to have to use it because of the nature of the cars that I'm in and the location, etc. But a lot of dealers do rely on it. It does work, but like I said, it's just so expensive. But Auto Trader is a massively profitable company. Again, on the London Stock Exchange, it's always making profits, and obviously its profits keep going up. So to try and take on one of the biggest rivals like that, I think is probably a task too far, to be honest. I think they're going to struggle to be fair, but you never know. It certainly doesn't help when you've also slated off half the trade. I think you are really on the back foot from the offset. Now, the reality is the amount of debt that Cazoo has racked up recently is going to put huge pressure on this new business. It's going to have to hit the ground running, which against one of the biggest rivals who are probably going to double down, who can actually probably be a bit more reactive in the market. And if they see one moment that their sort of market share is going, they will act quickly and will probably help dealers along with maybe reduce packages and stuff. So in reality, dealers like me, although I don't use Auto Trader, but dealers in the sector like me are probably going to benefit from maybe their potential war that may break out between Cazoo and Auto Trader. Now, we're yet to see what Cazoo are going to offer us. I suspect, in my view, that it's probably going to be something like imagine a Auto Trader meets a car finance 24/7 type setup where finance and used vehicles from dealerships are all going to be merged together. There'll be a lot of other products as well probably bound into that, maybe warranty companies and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of upselling type sort of marketing, like I said, digital presence business. And if they can get that right, they might make some success out of it, and you know, maybe they will. So we'll see what happens with Cazoo going forward, but no longer a used car dealership. So let me know your thoughts and comments on Cazoo. Have you been a customer of them? Did you rate them? And what do you think about their new idea, taking on the likes of Auto Trader, eBay Motors, etc.? Do you think it can work? What would you like to see? Maybe some ideas. I talked about maybe looking like a finance and sort of cars all in one place type structure. Who knows? Maybe they're going to come up with something completely different. So let me know your thoughts and comments, guys. Really interested to hear your ideas and your thoughts on Cazoo in general. So thank you for watching this short video. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Helps me out immensely. If you haven't checked out my other content, please do so. And I'll see you all in the next one.